Hello crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to show you 3 different cards that I made with the House Mouse stamps. Now I already posted a video on my channel making 3 cards with this stamp. I think this one's called Spring Rain. And then I am going to make 3 cards today with these 2 stamps, and they're so adorable. I just really love the design of how the mice are. I think it's pretty clever to have them sitting on flowers and just kind of hanging out in this berry garden here. So I just really enjoy the style and overall look of this collection. So very nice job to whoever designed it at the House Mouse place. Anyway, I am going to make my first card a kind of light peachy springy look. I'm going to start with some pink cardstock. This is a card panel that was left over from a card kit. So it is from Spellbinders. And then, but I don't know the name, sorry. And then this next layer has some embossing on it. Can you see that? A little bit of debris on there, but it's going to get covered up. But this embossing folder was part of the new wax seal collection that just came out from Spellbinders. And the paper is called Peach Sorbet from Spellbinders. And then I have kind of this mauve-y cardstock over here as well. And the mauve color here is called something rose, Velvet Rose. That is a very great name for this. It's definitely velvety looking. I'm going to layer my stamped image with my little mice on the Velvet Rose. To stamp this image, I used Versamark ink and clear embossing powder to stamp it, and then I use Copic markers to color. Of course, it's not straight, so this is going to be interesting. There we go, second time's the charm. Alright, now speaking of the sealed collection from Spellbinders, they have new wax colors and seals and all sorts of goodies to go with your wax seals. So I chose to use a wax seal on this card, and it's the rose. Now the rose is not a new stamp, but the wax seal color is. And that color is called, let's see if I can see it really quickly, Damask Pink. Damask or Damask Pink? Hold on. Pink Damask. None of the above. Anyway, it has kind of like a pearly look to it. It's just gorgeous. And then I added gold paint marker on top of that. So it kind of has the relief pop of the rose. Now that's going to be just kind of, it's going to be just a little bit of a orange border, not too much around the Velvet Rose paper there. Kind of like that. Then this Hello Friend glimmer banner is from the Hexigem collection that came out last month from Spellbinders, and I used just some pink paper to go behind it, and I'm going to use this as a little banner for my wax seal to kind of land on, kind of like that. Oh, that's really sweet. Spellbinders has some new stickers that go on the back of the wax seal to kind of help it stick. I have not had a chance to use those yet, but that was part of their new release. Maybe I will pick those up next time I order, but right now I'm just going to use liquid glue to add them on. You can use liquid glue, adhesive dots if you have those, or foam squares would work just fine as well. But I don't mind using my liquid glue on there. There it is. So there is my first card. It's kind of a simple one, but it's really pretty with the wax seal, and I just really have enjoyed wax sealing lately. So if you haven't checked out any of my wax seal videos, go ahead and check those out because it's kind of fun. Now my next one is using the berry stamp. So it was a pleasure to color these little mice because they just look like they're having the time of their life. But I I colored it out. I colored it and then I die cut it out using an oval from the Postal Edge collection from Spellbinders that came out late last year, but it's one that I reach for often. Then on my background paper, I have just this mauve color. I keep saying mauve. This is not mauve. This is burgundy. And I used the embossing folder that just came out with the sealed collection from Spellbinders. And this one I just put my paper in kind of diagonally, so instead of it being like a perfect line of these flowers, it's kind of tilted. So I kind of liked the look that gave. And then this one card is going to be a landscape card. So once I get my background on, I'm going to turn the card. I might have to do a little bit of trimming because this card stock was kind of smaller than the A2, but don't tell anybody. To add on my colored image, I'm just going to use my tape runner and stick it on. Now you might be wondering, if you are a subscriber and you've watched several of my videos, you know kind of what's going on in my life. I have a remodel going on and I have been called for jury duty. Officially, I have been called. So there's only going to be 2 videos this week because I need to prepare myself for the July club items and really have that stuff kind of ready to go on my channel, because I don't know how long I'm going to be serving jury duty. So we will see what that all brings. And I don't know how long I'm going to be there or how many days. I don't know anything besides I need to show up there on a certain day, and I'm going to bring a book because I've heard that it's a lot of sitting and waiting, but we'll see what happens. I so wish that I could bring my stitching in, but the letter I received in the mail said that you were not allowed to bring in anything that could be out weapon, and I guess a needle was on that list, so I can't bring in a weapon of needles. Wow. It's so dangerous. But I totally understand. I guess it is going to the courthouse. The jail's right there attached, so I get it. But man, I would love to just sit and stitch, but I'll have to just offer it up and it'll be fine. Anyway, the sentiment on this card is from the stamp set. I think it is hilarious. I love, 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 love puns. So very good together instead of the word very. That is everything. I love that. Anyway, my third card, I went kind of artsy-fartsy with this one and watercolored it. It was a process, but I really enjoy kind of like funky watercolors like this. So if you're interested in how I do that, I did post a video on my channel called Watercolor and Better Press, and that really shows how I watercolor, I guess. And although I did get different results using the Better Press versus a stamp, just because the way that the water reacts with the impression that the Better Press gives is definitely different than a stamp. So if you're interested, check out that video. If not, just know I watercolored it. Speaking of watercolors, I am super excited. I have to place an order to Spellbinders soon because I saw that they had the watercolor pigment things. I don't really know much about them, but I have to try them because they just look really interesting, and that style of like just flowing watercolor is totally my style for when I like to be kind of artsy-fartsy, so I have to try them. So I'll put a picture on the screen of what I'm talking about. I don't know the name of them. I just know it's pigment for watercoloring. There you have it. Anyway, here are all 3 of my little house mouse cards. I hope you've enjoyed them. Pick a favorite and let me know in the comments. I'd have to say that my favorite is this one because it just looks so vibrant and rich, and I love the maroons and the berry colors. but I love the wax seal and I love the watercolor look of this one. So I don't know. Let me know your favorite in the comments, and I will be posting another video using wax seals on Wednesday. So if you're interested, check that out and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this and more in the future. Happy crafting. Have a good day. Bye.